never knew that the coastal road will eventually be in front of us. We just had the Ibejuleki Express Road that's linking to La Campagne. Gradually, we didn't even know that the Dangote jetty will also be adjacent where we are. But we took that decision just after COVID. It was March 2020. It was a risk. It was quite expensive land. And we bought the first 10 acres. And today now it's over 40 acres. What gives me joy is how the land eventually became unique. I remember Dr. Cosmos saying, "Who's your seer?"
I have said to him privately, the few conversations I have had with you, the things I've seen you done, who show you? How did you see?
As we name a street in his name on that estate, and he was just really curious at the strategicness of the land, the strategicness of the location. And we're super excited. I mean, everybody who sees it is like, no, this is a right investment. We're excited. Those who bought phase 1 are so fortunate. Some of them bought it when it was 6.5. Some bought it when it was, 12, 10. Today phase 1 is sold out, but the last time we sold phase 1 was 50 million per plot. Yeah. So you can imagine somebody who put in 6 million in 2020, 5 years later, selling for 50 million. And that's the kind of returns you get when you do land banking with the right partners, with integrity as well. I'm super excited to announce officially the phase 2. You have an opportunity to key in today. I can assure you 5 years from today, people with 250 million will struggle to get a plot in this same estate. That I'm giving you my word on. So we're doing a huge discount now if you're keen into phase 2. Unfortunately, we're only selling 30 plots in phase 2 for now. We just don't want to sell too much. It's moving fast. I encourage you to rush. You want to take advantage of this. This is a good investment. Call the office. Again, I'm not into day-to-day running of GTEX anymore, but I am aware I have a brand, I have a name, and I founded this company. So as much as I'm no longer into day-to-day, I don't think it's wrong to use my influence to still promote the business, because I know we have good people running it. Take advantage of this. This is one deal you don't want to miss. I'll leave the rest for you to watch the video, the event where we name a street after Dr. Cosmos. Also handed over some units in the phase 1 for housing units, right? Remember, 30 units left. Make a call today, secure it, and see you at the top. 5 years later, maybe you're the one thanking me, just like those who bought phase 1. Love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.
The model homes have been built, and you've seen it, and you've seen that this is really something. A woman today has taken a delivery of her own piece of property and other constructions that are going on. So I would tell those who want to live in a smart home to make investment here before it got sold out.
I started small with them and spread the investment over the years, and now, like you can see, today is a reality. It's an organization to trust. Please feel free. Be confident that when you invest with them, you can go to sleep and be sure that your investment is protected.
Hey guys, this video is strictly for our investors. And I want to say good news. I haven't done 10 years as a real estate development company, GTEX Homes and GTEX Land. We finally have expanded into 10 new companies. The estate you bought Jasper or Sapphire, what has happened in the last few years is that we have now had multiple burials, multiple Sapphire, multiple Jasper, and it made it difficult for the company and the management to be in touch with each customer. So we needed to then divide into 10 new companies that can now be in touch. And the good news is that we're now holding webinars for every single estate. So if you invest in any of these estates, you will be contacted by the team. I will be in that meeting with the leadership and the management of that estate. You get to know them, get to answer all your questions, but strictly for customers. If you're not a customer, you can't be part of it. If you're a customer and they've not contacted you, that's also why I'm making this video public. Call the number attached to this video. I said I bought this estate. I want to be in the meeting sharing the good news. We're also going to be inaugurating the investment board. We realize that we set up management When people run as CEOs or managers of companies under GTEx, but the people who put their money in that business are not always represented, except for me, who is the biggest investor. So now we are putting 10 people per estate. You invested in the estate, you will now join a board. You will be able to every month meet with those who run the estates, ask them questions. Why have we not gotten this? Why has this not been done? So you can hold the management accountable. So I'm super excited. So please, as you are contacted about this webinar, show up, don't miss it. Please be there in person. And I look forward to sharing with you all the good news and good news and good news. For us, 10 years, we're ready to fly. 2026, you will be shocked what we are going to be doing. I promise you. Love you. Bye-bye.
Just like yesterday when we launched this estate, right? Never knew that the coastal road will eventually be in front of us. We just had the Ibejuleki Express Road that's linking to La Campagne. Gradually, we didn't even know that the Dangote jetty will also be adjacent where we are. But we took that decision just after COVID. It was March 2020. It was a risk. It was quite expensive land. And we bought the first 10 acres. And today now it's over 40 acres. What gives me joy is how the land eventually became unique. I remember Dr. Cosmos saying, "Who's your seer?"
I have said to him privately, the few conversations I have with you, the things I've seen you done, who showed you? How did you see?
As we name a street in his name on that estate, and he was just really curious at the strategicness of the land, the strategicness of the location. And we're super excited. I mean, everybody who sees it is like, no, this is a right investment. We're excited. Those who bought phase one are so fortunate. Some of them bought it when it was 6.5. Some bought it when it was, 12, 10. Today phase one is sold out, but the last time we saw phase one was 50 million per plot. Yeah. So you can imagine somebody who put in 6 million in 2020, 5 years later, selling for 50 million. And that's the kind of returns you get when you do land banking with the right partners, with integrity as well. I'm super excited to announce officially the phase two. You have an opportunity to key in today. I can assure you 5 years from today, people with 250 million will struggle to get a plot in this same estate. That I'm giving you my word on. So we're doing a huge discount now if you're keen into phase two. Unfortunately, we're only selling 30 plots in phase two. For now, we just don't want to sell too much. It's moving fast. I encourage you to rush. You want to take advantage of this. This is a good investment. Call the office. Again, I'm not into day-to-day running of GTEx anymore, but I am aware I have a brand, I have a name, and I founded this company. So as much as I'm no longer into day-to-day, I don't think it's wrong to use my influence to still promote the business, because I know we have good people running it. Take advantage of this. This is one deal you don't want to miss. I'll leave the rest for you to watch the video, the event where we name a street after Dr. Cosmos. Also handed over some units in the phase one for housing units, right? Remember, 30 units left. Make a call today, secure it, and see you at the top. 5 years later, maybe you're the one thanking me, just like those who bought phase one. Love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.
The model homes have been built, and you've seen it, and you've seen that this is really something. A woman today has taken a delivery of her own piece of property and other constructions that are going on. So I'll tell those who want to live in a smart home to make investment here before it got sold out.
I started small with them and spread the investment over the years, and now, like you can see, today is a reality. It's an organization to trust. Please feel free, be confident that when you invest with them, you can go to sleep and be sure that your investment is protected.
City, Isheri, for our land allocation and inspection. And one of the amazing things that is happening here today is we are allocating lands to the early investors that have keyed into this opportunity that we have here at Jasper Smart City, Isheri. And one of our investors is actually here with us. And I would just like to just ask him some brief questions just to show you what we have here and what you are doing here. And I remember that this is not your first time of coming to this estate. Actually, some time ago we came together, and when we came here, you realize that work was ongoing. But between then and now, what do you see to have been the difference so far?
There's so much difference from the last time I came here. Then we don't have a fence, there's no drainage, and it's just more like a forest. But this time around, a lot of changes there. There's a lovely gate and fence has been erected, drainage work going on, and the atmosphere is quite different from what it was before. And I hope that it will improve from what I've seen so far.
Yes, sir. Definitely, like you said, it will definitely improve. Work is ongoing, and GTEX land is not slowing down. We are not resting. And today that you have been allocated, sir, how do you feel about this? You know, many people say real estate is calm, but looking at what we have here, you experiencing it yourself and having your allocation letter, what can you say about that, sir?
From your advert, you said this is a saving for the future.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when we buy this land, the value is 50 million, and we bought it for 50 million per plot. So we key into this promo, yeah, because we've saved 35 million naira on each plot.
Yes, sir.
So we bought an acre. So that is I'll be making like 300 million in a few years, hopefully.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. So you've heard from one of our clients here, Mr. Akim, and it's an amazing offer that we have here. We still have our discount ongoing. Thank you. We're signing out from Jasper Smart City, Isheri.
Hello, everyone. Good day. Good to have you here. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please, if you can hear me well, everyone who is joined virtually, I would like you to just drop a comment in the chat box. Please do well to drop a comment. Let me see the emoji. Let me see the excitement. And let me know that you can hear very, very clearly. Please do well to drop a comment in the chat box. I want to be sure everyone can hear very clearly before we comment fully. You are all welcome. So, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can see the comments rolling in already. Yes, so you're welcome once again to the testimony session and 2026 investment outlook for Jasper Estate Group. I'm really excited to welcome everybody today. Please, for all our virtual attendees and those who are also joining from our different platforms, I'm well aware that a lot of clients are joining from different parts of the world. Those joining from the US, from Dubai, from the UK, and other locations as well. Please do well to drop your name, where you're joining us from, and your name in the chat box. I would like to welcome you officially. I can see a lot of persons in the room already. Yes, keep rolling in. You're welcome, welcome. Please do well to drop your name and where you're joining us from as well. So it's really going to be an amazing and insightful session today, and we have a lot, that is packed in on board for the session today. So good day, distinguished clients, esteemed investors. strategic partners and members of Jasper Estate Group. I'm fully aware we have a lot of clients that are joining, who have subscribed to our different projects, both in Nigeria and abroad. So on behalf of the board of GTEX as a whole, on behalf of the management and the entire Jasper Group ecosystem, I would like to warmly welcome you to this special gathering. And I want to assure you that this is not just a meeting, it's a celebration of trust, vision, and shared success. So I'm waiting. I want to see comments in the chat box so I can be sure we are all following. This will be an engaging session. Yeah, so first and foremost, I would like to extend our deepest appreciation to every investor right here, and this is because you did not merely buy into our projects, you did not merely subscribe into our projects, you bought into a vision, you partnered with leadership and also entrusted us with your capital and confidence. So it's because of your belief that we are here. We are building wealth, we are building security, we are building a legacy. So on behalf of the entire company, we would like to say thank you for standing with us. So I also have on board today the assistant head of Jasper Group. IT, please, if you can spotlight her, it will be fantastic. And as well, the head of Jasper Group, also, that's in person of Madam Bukola Lukon, who is the head of Jasper Group, and also the assistant head, who is my colleague as well, in person of Olab Milesi Animation. So these are leaders, that are deeply committed to excellence, accountability, and investor satisfaction. So once again, I'm really excited to let you know we have them on board in our meeting this morning. IT, if you can spotlight them, it would be great. So we would like to unveil, a couple of things in the meeting today and a couple of strategic, moves and adjustments that the company is making. And one of them, is the creation of 10 new estate groups. Like, GTEX as a whole, we are big on innovation. And this is one of the things that we have implemented again. Now we have created 10 new estate groups. And the reason why we are creating this within the GTEX ecosystem as a whole, this structure is to help us, to foster accountability. We know we have a lot of clients across the globe, as far as Australia, as far as the United States of America, as far as the UK, Dubai and other countries as well. So because of this, we want to see how we can close the gap, and provide more substantial and collaborative leadership. And that is one of the reasons, why we are coming up with this new move. Recently, we sent out, emails, we sent out text messages, and we sent out, we also reached out via calls to all our clients, of Jasper to let them know about this new development. And I'm sure a number of you, I can see a good number of you already here with us, and you'll be pondering that why this new move. I can assure you that is one of the best moves that has ever been made in the history of this company. Now, imagine you are in any part of the world and you can reach out at any time, any day, and you get immediate response. this is one of the things that this new structure will facilitate. You know, it will facilitate effective communication between clients and management. Please, if you can see my screen, if you can see me, I want to be sure. Please just comment in the chat box. I want to be sure everybody can see my screen. IT, please confirm that as well. So effective communication between all Jasper clients, you know, and the management. And one thing we also want to ensure is the place of accountability, you know, where we can ensure that everyone, you know, is well accountable, you know. Okay, I can see some comments. IT, please take care of this. I can see comments that some persons cannot see my screen yet. Do you want to fix that very, very quickly, please? So please, I will like to encourage everyone, if you have any questions as we proceed, or any contribution, any comments, just do well to drop in the chat box. Please do well to drop in the chat box so that we can be sure that everyone is following, and we can also attend to you. All right, IT, I'm still waiting for the spotlight. I want to be sure everyone is carried along as we proceed. Yes, so please, once you can confirm you can see my screen, just drop a comment in the chat box. Just drop a comment because I'm following through. Oh, thank you, beautiful. All right, so you can all see my screen now. Fantastic. Yes, so as I was saying, we also want to ensure what we call operational excellence. Operational excellence, you know, and most importantly, while we are doing this, we also want to make sure that we focus more on building the right systems and structure and putting them in place to help all our clients, you know, to build their transgenerational wealth and also a sustainable legacy as well. And by the way, if you are excited to hear this, please just drop a comment in the chat box. I would like to let you know that this company is a company that will stand decades, you know, it has already stood the test of time, and we will be in business even in the next 100 years, the next 200, 300 years. So we are not just building a company for this generation, we are building a company for generations, you know, to come. And that is one of the reasons why these new structures, these new systems will be put in place. So you might not be seeing the face of the founder, you know, as frequent as you always used to see. That's Dr. Stephen Akintayo, because leaders, more leaders, you know, have been assigned in key positions to attend to you better. So we'll also be looking at 2026 investment outlook, some of the things we want to do in 2026. And we will also love to invite everyone on this call to an upcoming event called the Red Fest, which is our end of the year party. So by the way, if you are happy to hear that, let me see your comments in the chat box. Christmas is just by the corner, New Year is by the corner. So if you're excited about the Red Fest, is our end of the year party, and we will be sending out invitation to all our clients. Please just drop a comment. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I can see comments rolling in already. So it will be a day of, you know, massive celebration, connection, and even appreciation of all our clients and investors. And we look forward to hosting you in grand style. So thank you so much, everyone who has joined so far. Right about now, we'll be going into our first session for today, the first speaker session for today. IT, please, you can pull up the slide. Let me see if I can share my screen from here. Just a minute. Please, if you can see my screen, just drop a comment in the chat box. Just drop a comment, yes, in the chat box if you can see my screen. I would like to know. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so very briefly, before we'll call up, other speakers and our esteemed chairman, I would like to quickly run us through a few things which include investment benefits, opportunities, development strategies, and a couple of other things, for the Jasper Estate Group. All right, so the power of vision. The power of vision. Please do well if you have a notepad, or something you can just use to take some notes, because this will be very helpful, not just for you, but for even your friends and family who might be looking forward to real estate investments. You can share certain key things with them that will help them to have a better perspective of what real estate investment is all about. A lot of persons, just think real estate investment is all about buying land, all about buying a property. No, it goes way beyond that. It goes way, way beyond that. It's about building a legacy. It's about building what? A legacy, and also building what we call transgenerational wealth. So before you even decide to be a real estate investor, you must ask yourself, what do I have in mind, to establish? What do I have in mind to establish? Knowing fully well that this is not just for you, it is even for the generations, to come. So, vision is the ability to see opportunities before they become obvious. I repeat again, vision is what? Is the ability to see opportunities before they become obvious. And this, I will run you through a couple of statistics, trends, figures as we proceed in this session, and you will see how the power of vision has helped us in the last close to 2 decades, to position in the global market and to help a lot of persons, to also harness the amazing opportunities that are in the real estate space. Now, one of the things we have mastered, by the special grace of God, is what we call the power of vision and forecast as well, because we work a lot with data. Before we acquire any land, before we acquire any property, we do a lot of research, and those are the things that propel every move that we make. So every project that Jasper Estates has, Jasper Group has at the moment, are rightly positioned, even to help you to build wealth. So global urbanization surge, the world population is projected to hit 8.5 billion by the year 2030. And this is creating massive demand for urban housing globally. The world population is projected to hit 8.5 billion. Now, let's bring this down to Africa. Africa is set to be the world's fastest urbanizing continent, driving unprecedented demand for infrastructure and housing. And also, Nigeria's population is expected to reach 200 30 million by the year 2030, adding over 28 million new urban residents who will need homes. So you see that you being an investor, you being a client, is not just about buying houses or properties. It's about you meeting a global need, a global demand, for what is needed in the industry worldwide. So real estate remains the #1 asset class for protecting and growing wealth in inflationary economies. So why vision matters to astute investors? Now, 70% of African millionaires strategically hold real estate as a core part of their investment portfolios, recognizing its stability and growth potential. Also, in Lagos, property values have appreciated over 400%. This is the list. This is the list, in the last decade. I can assure you, as we proceed, you will see how some properties have even appreciated as much as 1,200% in the last decade in Lagos, just in Lagos alone. Now, this demonstrates the market's robust upward trajectory and investor returns as well. Now, how about housing deficits? Nigeria alone faces a housing deficit of 28 million homes. Now, this requires an estimated 21 to 25 trillion investment, signaling immense opportunity for developers and investors. So if you are here, you are already an investor, you own a couple or a number of properties in your portfolio, and you think you have done enough, I can assure you that you have just started. In fact, you have not even started, because the housing deficit alone in Nigeria is about 28 million. And you can imagine this requires about 21 to 25 trillion investment. So if you are part of this, then you are answering not just a community cry, a national cry. You are providing a national answer, to what is needed. So savvy investors positioning early in developing corridors have historically enjoyed 10 times returns within 8 to 10 years. Now, let's look at a couple of our projects, because like I said earlier, now we have grouped every single estate, that used to be under GTEx lands or under GTEx homes. Now we have grouped them into 10 different estate groups. So you would hear Jasper, you would hear Beryl, you would hear Sapphire, you would hear Chalcedony, but for the sake of this presentation, we are looking at Jasper project overview, and we'll run through our projects very quickly. Jasper Ibejuleki, Lagos. IT, please, as we proceed, I would love us to play videos as well. So please do well to bring up one of those videos. If you can bring up the one of Dr. Cosmos, that would be great. Or even testimonials of our existing clients. You can bring that up as well. You will play it right after this slide. So positioning in West Africa's fastest growing corridor. You will see shortly how the worth of, billions in dollars that has been invested into this corridor alone, called Ibejuleki. And if you peradventure you have owned something, you've secured something in Abuja, you've secured something in Isheri, you have not secured something in Ibeju, you are missing a lot. You are missing a whole lot. You will see, a couple of things as we proceed. Now, Jasper Isheri, that is one of our projects as well, a prime urban expansion zone, witnessing significant residential and commercial growth, strategically located for future development. This is one of the best locations you can also consider, for investment. It is close to a place called Magodo, Magodo, also close to Ikeja, not far from Ikeja, not far from Omole. And as we speak, properties in those places, lands in those places, for example, are selling, even some are selling as high as 200 million as we speak. So a lot of persons that cannot afford a land in Ikeja or in Magodo or in Omoli, they will prefer what's the next neighboring community, and that is Isheri. So many people are trooping into that axis and are securing properties real time as we speak. So if you own something there, you have made the right move. Now, Jasper Lugbe in Abuja as well is one of Abuja's most sought after suburbs. It's just 5 minutes from Airport Road and is experiencing rapidly rising demand and value appreciation. Now, let's look at a couple of developments in Jasper, Ibejuleki. One of the things we are discussing on this session is the development of the neighborhood, of these projects, each of these projects, and you can see the trajectory of how properties have appreciated in value over the years. Because one of the best things you can do is to work with data as an investor. One of the smartest things you can do is to work with data. So you want to subscribe into any particular investment, you can predict the future. Okay, where was this, what was this corridor saying maybe 10 years ago? What is it saying now? In the next 10 years, what will be the projections? So in Ibejuleki alone, it's a multi-trillion naira corridor of opportunity. The Dangote refinery alone, is worth $19 billion. And as we speak, is fully operational, driving massive industrial growth. So imagine you own a property. For those of you who already own properties in Ibejuleki, congratulations. In fact, I cannot overemphasize that you are already building wealth for yourself, transgenerational wealth. If you own just a plot, you should be looking at how you can own 12 plots. If you own just 1 or 2 housing units, you should be looking at how you can own 5. As we speak now, one of the the units, the worth in terms of rental income, because of the location, is worth about 10 million, to 12 million annually in Ibejuleki. And this is even way higher than other properties that are in Aja, in Songotedo, in, even some parts of Lekki Phase 2, Lekki Phase 1. Why? Because scarcity drives demand. I repeat again, scarcity does what? Drives demand. And infrastructural projects also drive demand. So the Lekki Deep Sea Port alone is worth $1.5 billion, and the Lekki International Airport as well, already been approved, is also within this corridor. The new Lagos Smart City project, so the total worth of infrastructure around the Lekki, Ibejuleki axis alone is about $35 billion. So imagine you own properties within this axis. Now, let me give a good example. One of our properties in Ibejuleki, called Jasper Smart City, when we launched that project, it was around March, year 2020. It was going for 6.5 million per plot. Now, as we speak, the same property, is now about 50 million. In fact, the phase 1 is completely sold out. What we have now is the phase 2. So that alone is over about 670% increase in profit, in growth within just 5 years. In just 5 years. And in the next, 5 years again, it will amaze you, it will shock you when you see the worth of properties again. Now, before I go to the next one, IT, please, can you put up any of the testimonial videos that we have for Jasper Ibejuleki? Please, if you can put that up, it would be great. Any of the testimonial videos we have for Ibejuleki, because I would like you to also hear, from clients what they have to say about these projects. This is one of our beautiful clients.
Let's see what you have. So can you just introduce yourself, please?
Hello, my name is Mrs. Sylvia Lawal, as Elijah Sekilot Lawal. So I'm one of GTE's clients. I came to view one of their Jasper Garden, very nice apartment with 4 bedrooms and everything fully furnished, very lovely for the family. I can just buy it, as an investment, which is very good.
People have a lot of positive things to say about this, but this just shows us that we tend to tell people what their experience is here at Jasper Gardenia. And this is a place where you can invest. You can live in, you can use it as a vacation home, and the most important thing for rental income. Rental in Ibejuleki is crazy. You can get as high as 8, 10, 6%, depending on the units that you buy from. So what are you doing today? Take advantage of our 36 months payment plan and key into Jasper Gardenia today.
All right, so you can see this is one of our amazing clients that subscribe into the Jasper project. Let's see one more.
Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Something brought me here, and it's good news. For the next 24 hours, you stand the chance of getting a 10 million naira discount at Jasper Gardenia. Ha! Only 2 units are available. Put a down payment of 20 million naira now and enjoy those discounts in 24 hours. And that's not all. There are also opportunities abroad for those of you who are skeptical about investing in Nigeria. Why don't you give GTEX Homes a try and get a beautiful home in the US? Or maybe try the investment plan and see if you can get returns in US dollars. After all said and done, are you just going to sit down and look? There's a number there. Can you see the number? Oh, you can't see it. Enlarge it. Get glasses. Get magnifying glass. Call that number now.
All right. Yeah, so these are a couple of videos live from our Jasper project in Ibejuleki. And by the way, as well, one of the good news is the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. This particular estate is just standing off the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. And as we speak, I was watching the news yesterday night on TVC, and section 1 of this particular project has been opened. So imagine you own a land, a property on this 8-lane Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. It is a prime investment that you cannot afford to miss. When these projects, were opened, years ago, then because our chairman happens to, be a very, very visionary person, you know. So he has seen into the future. And these are one of the things, you know, that brought about the move of acquiring properties in this strategic location. And the benefit comes to you as the investors. So, for everyone who already owns a property in Ibejuleki, congratulations. However, I would like to encourage you that with the speed at which things are developing, projects are emerging, you know, right now as we speak, the Dangote refinery is up and running. You cannot afford not to own more properties in this axis. So, very quickly, let's look at one of our projects in Jasper. That's Jasper Isheri. This is located very close to the Channels TV, the Lagos Ogun Mega Expressway. You know, also is a place that has commercial inflow and population growth as well. Significant commercial migration from Lagos. Please, if you can see my screen, kindly comment in the chat box. Yes, I want to be sure we can all see my screen. Please just drop a comment in the chat box. If you can see my screen, I'm trying to reshare from my end. All right. Though I can't see it from my end, just a minute. All right, IT, please, can you reshare? Please just reshare from your end. I think it's from my end. So reshare the screen and take us to Jasper Isheri. So Jasper Isheri, you know, happens to be one of the best locations that you cannot afford to miss. IT, I'm waiting for you because I want all our clients and investors to follow through as we proceed. So it's one of the locations you cannot afford to miss. Like I said earlier, is fast appreciating. And there is, you know, a lot of data even to back this up as well. Just a minute. I want to open my slide here. So IT, please, I'm on standby. You can pull up the slide again from your end because I can't see it from my own end here. Yes, so what is the land value in terms of projection, in terms of growth? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can see it now. So go to, yes, good. So the current land value in this region and what it was several years ago. As at 2016, the land value in Isheri was about 3 million naira. Now, in 2024, as at 2024, land value there is between 20 million to 40 million. So that is over 500% appreciation within just 8 years. Over 500% appreciation. Next slide. So, please put up a video for Jasper Isheri for sake of those who are watching from different parts of the world that have not seen this project before. Can you quickly pull up a video for Jasper Isheri? Jasper Isheri. So while we're waiting for you, we would continue with Abuja. Now, Jasper Lugbe in Abuja. This particular estate is in proximity to the airport, just 10 minutes drive. And as we speak, the good news is you can visit any of these estates. Abuja, and also Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos. You can visit them because now we run a 247 on-site system. And what that means is you can come to our physical sites. As we speak now, we have people on this location, both Ibeju-Lekki in Lagos and also Lugbe in Abuja, who are on site 24 hours. So you can visit, and come see this project. This particular one is 10 minutes, to the airport, also 15 minutes to the central business district. Also, there are a lot of government infrastructural projects, that are around that vicinity as well. So let's look at the appreciation rate annually. What is it like? It's about 15 to 25% annually, depending on proximity to the airport road. IT, I need you to move with me with the speed of light, please. So you can put up the Sherry video if it's up now. Let's put it up, and then we'll bring up a video for Abuja as well. Display on landscape, please. Thank you.
Keyed into this opportunity that we have here at Jasper Smart City Isheri, and one of our investors is actually here with us, and I would just like to just ask him some brief questions just to show you what we have here and what you are doing here. And I remember that this is not your first time of coming to this estate. Actually, some time ago we came together, and when we came here, you realized that work was ongoing. But between then and now, what do you see to have been the difference so far?
There's so much difference from the last time I came here. Then we don't have a fence, there's no drainage, and it's just more like a forest. But this time around, a lot of changes there. There's a lovely gate and fence has been erected, drainage work going on, and the atmosphere is quite different from what it was before. And I hope that it will improve from what I've seen so far.
Yes, sir. Definitely, like you said, it will definitely improve. Work is ongoing, and GTEX Land is not slowing down. We are not resting. And today that you have been allocated, sir, how do you feel about this? Many people say real estate is calm, but looking at what we have here, you experiencing it yourself and having your allocation letter, what can you say about that, sir?
From your advert, you said this is a savings for the future.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so when we buy this land, the value is 50 million, and we bought it for 50 million per plot. So we key into this promo, because we've saved 35 million naira on each plot.
Yes, sir.
So we bought an acre. So that is I'll be making like 300 million in a few years, hopefully.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. So you've heard from one of our clients here, Mr. Akim, and it's an amazing offer that we have here. We still have our discounts ongoing. Thank you. We're signing out from Jasper Smart City.
All right, thank you. So please, you can pull up a video for Abuja as well, Jasper Abuja. So I hope you are really seeing the live conversations, the live allocations, the live testimonials from our existing clients who have subscribed into these estates. You can see the joy, behind their investments. And by the way, I want to assure you that you should ensure you stay tuned to the end of this session, because we will be giving out some amazing offers only for those who stay tuned to the end of this session. So IT, are we good? So if you're good, let us know. If you want to have some time to do that, then I can continue with my slide while you fix that, and you just let us know when the video is up. So now let's look at why Jasper Gardenia Estates matter to your investment portfolio. Now take a look at this pie chart here. You can see we have real estate, stocks, bonds, and cash. Which quadrant is the largest in this? Is real estate. There is nobody that is called a billionaire, I'm telling you, on the face of the earth today. At least I can tell you categorically that 90%, over 90% of them have a share in real estate investments. Even take a look from when land banking started in the US, the likes of John D. Rockefeller, even to our existing generation, the likes of Bill Gates, the likes of even this Facebook the owner as well. All these people own real estate investments. Mark Zuckerberg, all these persons, they own real estate investments. You cannot build wealth that is transgenerational without owning real estate investments. So real estate remains the best edge against Naira's, inflation, safeguarding and growing your capital. So what are some things you need to take note of? Strategic timing. These are some of the things we can note ahead of the year 2026. Strategic timing. Enter the market before full urbanization unlocks maximum growth potential. Now, inflation-driven appreciation. Your investment benefits directly from inflation-driven property value increases. Wealth protection. Position your wealth securely in inflation-protected tangible assets. IT, please, you can help me check if Engineer Osuki is on board now, because if he will be joining, I would like to bring him up to tell us about the 1,000 housing units shortly after this session. So please check the room and be sure he's allowed into the panelist session. Thank you. So wealth protection. Position your wealth securely in inflated, protected, tangible assets. Passive income stream, and economic migration as well. So let's look at the landscape, of Lagos as a decade of explosive land appreciation. In 2014, average land price of properties were around 700,000 to 1.2 million. In 2018, average land price increased to 5 million to 10 million. In 2022, average land price increased to 12 million to 18 million. In 2024, average land price increased to 35 to 50 million. Now, the list from data, from projection, average land in Ibeju-Lekki in the next 5 to 7 years will be around 500 million. The least that you will see will be 100 million. In fact, that 100 million, I can assure you that it will be so hard for you to get. The average will be around 1 million. The next 10 years will be around 1 billion in Naira. Will be around 1 billion. Now, this is one of the things that strategic investors look out for. Years ago, Lekki Phase 1, Ikoyi, all those axes were thick forest. Now, those places have gotten to a stage that we call highest and best use, where they have appreciated so much in value that there's a limit, there's a cap for those of us who are, who are on this session, who are economics students, there's a point, that is called the point of yielding returns. There is what we call elastic limit.